What's going on, guys? Doberman Crypto here. And this video really doesn't even need an introduction. If you've been anywhere in the market in the past week, we've almost been just going straight down. And it's getting scary out there. We are in no man's land. I just want to start by saying we are only 25% down from the top, which is normal in a bull market for corrections like this. I know, insert the you're not down 25%, you're down 25% so far meme. But this is relatively normal for the market, although the context is a little worrisome, as it really does look like we are on the other side of the momentum. You know, that is a vicious kind of double, triple top almost. So you can see this trend line I've drawn here where it double topped right into that resistance and really followed through. It really does seem like we're on the other side of momentum here. Just looking at where price is right now below its lowest point in this little range we had. Looking at this little box, which is marking out about 60K, we actually tested that 6 times, I believe, as support, falling through once with a little deviation there that I'm highlighting right there. But now we're past that deviation point after we bounced off 60K and got that little reversal that was kind of a nothing burger. I kind of figured that we would just break right through and almost capitulate through 60K, which we did. I am expecting a retest of 60K. It's almost not a guarantee, but I have marked out this box down here, which is in the mid 40K levels, just kind of, for fun. Could we get there? I think so, but I am really also interested in these levels I'm marking out here, which is around 50, 52K. We have never backtested that as a support. Market participants have never confirmed that. So I do think we could get a little bit of a bid in there. How that plays out, I don't know. But again, I am expecting a 60K retest at some point. Whether we break through 60K and continue upward, or we see further downside, that's yet to be known. But if you take a look at the RSI, we have kind of been hanging out in this oversold kind of bearish control zone territory. I would caution, kind of just going with the RSI because we were oversold at this point and then we did pump up and it again was a nothing burger and we dumped straight through 60K. So it's not a telltale sign that the downside's over, but we have been hanging out there for a while. We did get a lot of volume on this sell-off. So we'll see where it goes from there. Another thing that's kind of interesting is the fear and greed index. As you can see, we're at like a 29 right now. Actually, the last time in recent memory it was this low was actually the bottom in September of 2023 before things went kind of crazy. So it's interesting at these levels we are kind of seeing some fear in the market. This high up, that is. As you can see, if you're kind of looking back, another time it was this low, kind of similar, was around January 2023, again another bottom. I'm not saying go off the fear and greed index for bottoms and tops, but it is interesting that we're seeing quite a bit of fear in the market recently, especially because a lot of people were so euphoric the past couple weeks. They were kind of figuring it would continue to go up. As you can see, I'm just kind of laying it out where that level is. So as you can see, 30 on the fear and greed around January, and the second one in September, and now we're back at 30 on the fear and greed again today. So that is definitely interesting. Nothing to base a trade off of or anything, but could it mark a bottom? Definitely could, but it's yet to be known. Despite the recent price action, Grayscale does remain optimistic, expecting a recovery in the crypto market soon. They're kind of basing this on potential rate cuts and strong U.S. stock market. However, with the Mt. Gox selling pressure and repayments, Grayscale is still maintaining their position that the fundamentals of Bitcoin are stable, and they're also anticipating significant inflows and attraction into U.S.-based Ethereum exchange-traded funds, so ETFs. They're kind of expecting that'll bring more attention to the market, and there'll be a recovery. Now, I'm sure everybody knows about this, but if you don't, the Mt. Gox repayments have begun, and they're issuing these payments in Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. If you don't know, Mt. Gox was an exchange that got breached, and they suffered a loss of around 740,000 Bitcoin. So now, after nearly a decade, those repayments are beginning. So that's causing a lot of uncertainty in the market. People are thinking, are they going to sell? Are they going to hold? But taking into account the price of Bitcoin now is a lot higher than it was 10 years ago, it can almost be expected that a lot of people might be offloading that Bitcoin. But some customers are waiting up to 60 to 90 days for repayments. But, the former CEO, has assured flexibility in those processing times, and the approved exchanges for those repayments include Bitbank, BitGo, Bitstamp, Kraken, and SBI VC Trade, which I believe is a Japanese exchange. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think the downside is done for Bitcoin? Do you guys think we'll see a bid here, or is there more downside coming? Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Again, I don't know if I said it in this video or not, but I will be making a video on altcoins either tomorrow or the next day at some point. I'm a busy guy. But again, let me know your thoughts in the comments section, guys. I hope you guys have a great day. Hope you guys had a great 4th of July. Again, it's been Doberman Crypto. Have a good one, guys. See you in the next one.